It means that everything on earth can be communicated to by a measure of frequency. If you can discover the frequency that this thing understands, you will understand its language. So when God came down to disturb the language of the people that were building Babel, what God did was not to change their speaking pattern, because everybody can say, do mama, mama, our mouth is moving. What God did was to change the vibration, the frequency at which you understand each other. So if you want to learn another language, you understand their pronunciations, you understand their lexic and structure. If you want to learn English, it's what we call phonetics. What you teach a child at pre-nursery, the way they teach them is not by coming with strong face and speaking. What they used to teach them is what? Music. That is why Coco Melon will continue to eat your soap, because your child resonates with that frequency. What you are reading is what they are saying is a life of jubilation, because that thing is resonating with them in a frequency that they can understand. You know you can speak the baby's language if you can understand the frequency at which that baby is speaking. Scientists have discovered that a housefly speaks and communicates. How do you discover that the ants can communicate with each other? It's because they understand their frequency. If you can interpret the frequency at which those things are moving, you can hear them clearly. This is why you don't hear God, because God is speaking in another frequency that you are not there. So the Bible now recorded and said the voice of God is like 7 roaring thunders. Kai! And you have increased your radio so loud. If you increase it so loud, you will not hear word again. You'll be hearing shh. Stay with me. If your speaker becomes too loud, it will not be able to produce words that make sense. What you'll be hearing is shh. It's because the voice and the frequency at which that sound is now produced is now too high for your pinna to pick it. Why are you not hearing it? It's because your pinna is not designed to capture that frequency. This is the secret of the prophetic. That is why when this young man is playing, I can discern if he's flowing with the frequency that the words coming from the Holy Ghost needs. Because sound is part of the fabric of the earth. Sound helps us to interact with everything on earth. How many of you have been in your room before and you had the gate? They closed the gate. How did you know it was the gate? It's because you understood the sound of the gate. Bring me a mixture. The reason why they are bringing a mixture is not because they want to prophesy. It's because they need a mixture to help them to fine-tune their radio. Adaba FM is 88.9. They need to listen to 6 p.m. TV show. So they will begin to fine-tune that radio. It gets to 88.7. They are saying, they get to 88.7. 88.8 is becoming clearer. The moment they hit 88.9, it becomes clear. You are able to walk up to a man because you are moving with the frequency of the Holy Ghost. You can tell him, don't say yet the Lord, because the vibrations of your spirit cannot interact frequently with him.